The No Facts Podcast, discussing everything verified by nothing. And now your hosts, Mark and Ty.
Welcome everybody to the No Facts Podcast. I am your host Mark,
and I'm Ty.
And we've got a we've got a special show for you guys today. But before we start off with anything, I'd like to get into this week's Ty rant. So take it away, Ty.
Man, here we go. Y'all know I start off with these fucking Dodgers. Here we go again. We were doing just fine. We had a 2-game winning streak or a 3-game winning streak yesterday. We had a 3-1 lead. And once again, that fucking bullpen come in. Vesia, Tanner Scott. I'm like, what? Why? How is it so hard for them to come in and do their fucking jobs, man? You got one job, man. They know, you know when they call your name, what you need to be doing. You need to be locked in. You know what I'm saying? What do they do? Come in, blow the fucking lead, dude. You know what I mean? After Kershaw did okay. For the first time in about I don't know how long. And
wait, he's still there?
Yes.
What?
Yes. I know. It's hard to believe. And I got another problem. And it just lets me know this is a Dodger problem. You know, they DFA'd Chris Taylor a week or so ago or so. Anyway, he's on the Angels. I watched them play the Yankees last night. Don't you know that motherfucker got a hit? He ain't hit for the Dodgers in I don't know how long. But he hitting for the Angels. So that let me know this is some bullshit they be doing, dude. You know what I mean? He get DFA'd, go to another team, now he can hit the ball all of a sudden. The reason why he got DFA'd because he couldn't hit. You know, that shit bothers me, man. And going back to the Dodgers, losing that fucking game in Cleveland yesterday. That shit irritated me. I haven't been watching them, but I get my alerts on my phone. And it lets me know what happened and when happened and all of that stuff. I try to ignore it because they irritate the shit out of me. But when I saw we had a 3-1 lead, I was feeling like, oh, okay, damn, they're going to sweep the Indians. Not the Indians. My bad. The Guardians. They're going to sweep the Guardians. And sure enough, fucking bullpen comes in. Next thing I know, I get a thing, let me know, tie ball game, 3-3, base hit, knock in 2 off of Tanner Scott. Then they take his ass, raggedy ass out. They bring in fucking sorry ass Vesia, and this motherfucker gives up a 3-run bomb for the win. I'm like, God damn, man. You got one fucking job, dude. Get 3 outs or 2 outs or whatever it is that's required of you. And that shit just don't work, man. It just don't work. So that's my tyrant. They got the Yankees coming in this weekend. I don't expect them to win one game because that's how the Dodgers been playing lately at Dodger Stadium. You know, they don't want to perform in front of the crowd. They want to play timid and soft and act like they ain't never picked up a.
Do you know how many games that series is going to be?
3. Friday,
all
Saturday, Sunday.
All 3 are here?
Yeah, Dodger Stadium, which Dodgers been getting their asses kicked at Dodger Stadium lately. But I ain't got no love by them because they got swept by the fucking Angels, dude. I'm still on that. And that was about 3-4 series ago. They got their ass swept by the fucking Angels, dude.
Yeah.
And the Angels just got swept by the Yankees. So I'm expecting them to come in and kick the Dodgers' ass just the same. Just the same. There could be no difference. Because the Dodgers are going to come whenever they get a day off. This was their day off today. They come back and play, especially when they open up at home, terribly, dude. Like they ain't, oh, we got a game today? I didn't know we played. Oh, I'm the one that got to pitch today? Oh, I didn't know I had to pitch. You know what I mean? Oh, we had batting practice today? We got a hit? Yeah, motherfucker, y'all got a game later. hate when they come and act like they don't play, dude. Like they not playing. The other team just coming in smacking the ball all over the place, dude. Like they always. This is another pet peeve I have. Why they always say baseball is so hard to hit the ball? But you look at your team and you look at the other team. The other team smacking the ball all over the fucking field, dude. Your team is striking out. So it's only hard for our team, dude. It ain't hard for the other team. So you can't tell me it's that hard to hit a baseball, which I played, by the way. But the point is, it's not that hard. You know what I mean? So I ain't never played at the pro level or no college level or anything like that. The speed, I'm sure, is different, all that. But these motherfuckers been in the league. They've been saying all this shit long enough. It's like when you go to your job, you know exactly what you're doing when you sit down at your desk or if you work at, wherever you work at, and you've been there long enough, you already know what your role is. You come in, you know what you're doing.
I can
That's
hear
it.
you slamming.
Okay. But yeah, so I hate when they play like that. I know they say that the ball is hard to hit. I know that they say all these things, but it's actually not that hard, dude. I mean, if you see the ball, hit the ball, dude. That's the name of the game. It ain't about defense. It ain't about all of that, dude. Anybody can catch a ball, run down the ball in the field and all of that. If you can't hit the ball in the league, then why are you there? Muncie. Again. Yeah, I'm still picking on him, y'all. Still picking on him. I need something. But anyway, man, they picked up a pitcher today, so we're gonna see how this fool do. But
is this gonna be his first time?
Well, they got him from producer. What did I say they got him from?
Some team.
He just
Yeah,
told me right now.
yeah, I told you, but okay, never mind. It don't matter. They got a pitcher today, so let's see if it works out. You know what I mean? I was hoping they DFA'd Vesia and somebody else, but they didn't. They
I think
didn't.
it was the Reds, no?
Oh yeah, from the Reds. Yeah, they got a closer from the Reds. So let's see what this
Are they still Cincinnati?
Let's see what this motherfucker come and do.
Why do the Cincinnati Reds always remind me? They sound like a fucking stick of gum.
Well,
Like-
yeah, the Big Red. Actually, it used to be called the Big Red Machine back in the '70s.
And then is Wrigley's Field still a thing?
Yeah,
Don't they own the
because
fucking gum? Wrigley's chewing
actually
gum?
the owner of Wrigley Field owns. I got another one for you. He not only owns that's his name, but he owns Catalina Island.
What the fuck, really?
Yes.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, the gum person. Yeah.
Have you ever been there?
Catalina Island? Yeah, it's boring as fuck.
Yeah, I've never been there for that reason.
I
I'm
wouldn't
like isolated
do it.
on a little island, not doing not.
I-
I think the way my brother explained it to me was like a bunch of houses, like a little touristy spot, and like one supermarket, and that's it.
Dude.
There's nothing to do there.
Ride a
No,
bike and you'll
thanks.
cover it in a couple hours. Dude. I went there and this shit was boring as hell, man. I went to the little, when you pull up, you see the big auditorium thing when you come, like from. Well, I don't know. If you ain't never been, right?
No.
Okay. Well, when they go to dock, you can see it's the poster. Whenever they show the poster of Catalina Island, you always see that little theater thing like by the dock. That's a movie theater, by the way. That's crazy. But anyway,
It is.
you know how when you see Australia, they got the three things to let you know, to identify that's Australia.
Yeah.
You know how they places take postcards and they do
Yes.
that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's their theme right there. Like this to let you know it's Catalina because of this theater right here, and the docks and the sailboats and everything is right there. But yeah, man, went there, got me to snorkel and shit. Man, I seen a barracuda, and man, I swear to God, I was trying to run on water, dog. But anyway, that's my take on Catalina Island. Don't go.
It's boring.
It's boring as fuck.
Let's touch back on last week's discussion. By the way, this is a long ass intro now that I'm saying this because I'm gonna cut in here to say it. Welcome to episode 4.
Welcome.
I have to say that at the very beginning.
Yeah,
But this is episode 4, man.
that's all right. Fuck.
That makes 1 month. 1 month.
Wow, man.
That's wild.
Hey, like, comment, and subscribe, y'all,
Please.
so we can grow.
But let's touch on the Buffalo Bills discussion that we had last week.
Okay.
Now the season's kind of getting closer.
Yes, it is. They report for OTAs.
Yeah, I'm beginning to get a little nervous, but because I still don't think enough has been done to the defensive side of the football. But just I think one of the oddest signings for me was Trey White.
Yeah.
Did we need that?
Nope. Could have spent that money on a rookie.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you want to see?
I want to see. Look, my man over there, Hendrickson, is mad at Cincinnati. Dude, go get him, dude. Go get him. You know what I'm saying? Go get him. He'll probably come for some Doritos right now because he just want to probably be out of Cincinnati, dude. Like, go get him. You need pass rushing, man. You need pass rushing. You need linebackers. Like, I'm sorry to say, Milano's lost a step, dude. He's not the same no more. Let's see. We need. Let me see. You need corners and you need safeties.
Yes, that's
Definitely need safeties that got high IQ and fast, dude. But we'll see. I think they're gonna be fine. The AFC, it's only a couple of teams that they need to worry about, which is the normal crew, is Kansas City, Cincinnati, Baltimore, and it's one other team. It's not too much to worry about in the AFC. You know, they the cream of the crops in the AFC. So, you know, they don't meet until the playoffs and all of that. That'll be cool. You know what I'm saying? The best record always gets the home field advantage with them. So we'll see what they do. But I'm not hearing enough of moves that they're making on defense, though. You know, when I look at them, that's what I see they need. Pass rush, linebacking, and corner, and free safety. In other words, they need to revamp the whole fucking defense, dude. And tackle. Let's do tackle drills, guys. Because you guys are terrible. I've never seen dudes break tackles so easy from these guys, man. And I'm not just talking about Buffalo. I'm talking about the whole league. Like, go back to tackling drills, dude. Forget all of that. Because these guys, there shouldn't be no reason why you got a guy wrapped up and all of a sudden he could just run out of your hand. Like, that's crazy to me. When I played, you could never do no stuff like that and still be on the field.
Okay, so I'm saying I'm taking a look at the draft order. I do see that they focused a lot more on the defense this year.
Yeah, we covered
which
that.
is great.
Yeah.
Cornerback, Maxwell Hairston.
Mm-hmm.
Defensive tackle, T.J. Sanders.
Yeah.
Edge, Landon Jackson.
Okay.
Defensive tackle, Deion Walker.
Uh-huh.
Cornerback, Jordan Hancock.
Okay.
They picked up a tight end in the 5th round, Jackson Hawes. I don't know what the need for another tight end would be.
Maybe they're going to come out of double tight end now.
Well, they preached that shit so much during, I want to say it was the previous season or the year before that, with when Kincaid jumped on board, but they never utilized it at all.
Yeah, because I think between him and Knox, they're not really blocking tight ends. You know what I mean? You know how when New England had Hernandez and when they was running the double tight end set and you couldn't stop them. You know what I'm saying? You don't see that being like a feasible option with the talent that Kincaid and Knox have. I would use it.
Yeah,
I would because two tight ends that can catch. We don't need blocking. Fuck it. Y'all just get off the line of scrimmage and boom, I'm gonna hit you. I mean, you can't cover them.
If you were to run something like that, I think it would be doubly scary considering the fact that you already have receivers that can catch.
Yeah.
On an offense like that.
It'll open your whole offense up, man.
Yes.
And not only that, your run game too, because then you could just go into a run. You could audible to a run.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But Cook, he want money now, so I don't know what they're gonna do about that. You know what I mean? Like you want him or you gonna release like let him go somewhere else. But I mean, I think they probably gonna do that because they went and got another running back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
But you don't think Cook's kind of like proven himself?
of course I'm
I
like
think he
give
has.
him the money, dude. Like
Yeah.
you know, I feel when a rookie play for you and he give you numbers, you reward him with a second contract. He shouldn't have to wait till his final year to get another contract. You know, after his first 2 seasons, dude, like, okay, yeah, this guy gonna help us. Before you even get to this point, because once you get to this point, it gets more expensive. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, now you got to worry about him holding out and doing all this stuff. I believe in if they got a 4-year contract, take care of him in year 3. So you don't have to worry about year 4. You see what I'm saying? And everybody keeps going. But I'm not in that business. I don't know how it exactly go. You know what I mean? But I know the owners are rich, dude, and there should be no reason why Jerry Jones be doing the shit he do. Should be no reason why none of the owners do the shit they do. Holding out, like all of that, dude. If you need the, you need the guy. It's getting more expensive for you every day that you don't sign him, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Once they sign another player at his position with a higher number, now you got to match that because now he set the bar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He set the bar. So now this guy is getting $32 million a year. Now you got to pay him 32.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that's the scale pay now. So
Yeah.
you beat them to the punch, dude, and get your guy signed. And next guy they make 32. Oh well, he gonna get it because you already got this guy signed. So he can't come back to the table and say, hey, he got 32. I think I need 32. You know what I mean? You already got him signed. But you let him wait. All of a sudden somebody go sign, and now you got to match or let him go. And you don't want to let him go because he's been productive. And ain't nothing worse than a fucking disgruntled player, dude. Like Cincinnati been having the last couple of years,
yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
You know, Cincinnati's notorious for that bullshit, dude. Like, that's the cheapest owner I've ever seen in my life. He ought to not be the owner no more, dude. Like, there should be a penalty for that shit. As much as he fuck with his players, dude. Like, I wouldn't even want to play for you, dude. As soon as my contract is up, I'm leaving as a free agent, dude. It's no deal. I don't even want to deal with you. Especially if I try to come to you and say, hey, you know, take care of me now, or it's going to get more expensive for you later. Then you blow me off, and then you wait till contract time. I'm out of here, dude. Ain't nothing to talk about.
So why have these guys stuck around in Cincinnati?
I think out of love for the QB, they don't want to leave him hanging, and I'm pretty sure he goes to bat for him. You know, I mean, Joe Cool. You know what I'm saying? He walks in the office probably, hey man.
And you remember what he went through his first 2 years there.
Yeah, and you're like, hey man,
Miserable.
I can't tell you how to spend your money, but I need these guys.
Dude,
man.
it was so bad. It was so bad for Burrow that Cincinnati fans were even saying like, "You shouldn't be here. You belong on a team that's going to take care of you."
Yeah,
Their own fans said that.
right, and that's the way. I mean, you would think owners would know that. You know what I mean? Like, how? Why do you wait till the last minute? Is my whole thing. You guys are all billionaires, dude. 32 billionaires in this fucking business. 32 guaranteed billionaires in this business. And y'all got a problem with giving the person, let's say, 5 cents out of $1 you got? Like, for real?
Yeah, seriously.
That's crazy to me. That is crazy. And I'm surprised more players don't walk, dude. Because I'll be like, you're not franchise. If you franchise me, I'm going to play her, dude. I'm going to tell the doctor, I'm going to pay a doctor $100,000 to say that I got a messed up calf. You know what I mean?
Do you think changes like that sometimes work out in strange ways? Because look at Detroit. What happened to them after acquiring a new owner? After how long? I mean, how long were these guys a terrible team? Like a reputation for being a
they
terrible
was talking
team.
about moving that team.
As soon as someone else comes in, and remember, because it's a woman, everyone immediately assumed, well, this is going to be bad. This is it's same old shit. And then the first year that that head coach had, I forget his name right now.
Campbell.
There you go, Campbell. That first year he had, and everyone was like, "This team is a joke. That that coach is ass." Like they were nonstop brutal on everything about that organization.
Everything about they were shitting
and within 1 year,
man, Now you don't want them on your schedule.
Yeah, completely
Now you
different
don't want them on
team.
your schedule
Completely different
because they're
team.
gonna make you play football.
Yeah.
They no longer the doormat of the league. You
Yep.
got to come there, or if they come to you, you got to play. You got to show up, or they're gonna blow your ass right off the field, dude. We're gonna see now that the offensive coordinator is gone, though. Let's see what happens. You know, they lost a lot of shit. Like, you know, a lot of people gone, free agents and shit gone. Like, I mean, they signed their core dudes last year, so they cool. But the defense, I ain't heard nothing about them making moves on defense. But I heard Hutchinson is back, so that's cool.
Oh,
you know what I'm
nice.
saying? The youngster's back, so that's good. But do we got help in the secondary? And the secondary was terrible last year. You know what I mean? So
You know, I had always,
I don't know.
I was always waiting for something like that to happen in Cleveland. There were so many times where it looked like that was a possibility.
They're gonna
Like,
turn the corner. Huh?
yeah, and it's like, nope, this
same old Cleveland Browns.
Yep.
Yep, same old Cleveland
And
Browns.
you would think
man.
it's crazy because you look at the history and it's like, okay, well, the original Cleveland Browns are the Baltimore Ravens.
yes.
That's basically the Cleveland Browns with a reskin. That's
Yeah,
literally
that's
all it
it.
is. And then here comes another team, a brand new fucking established team,
Yeah.
and they still suck as bad as the team that left.
Yes.
And that team that left got better when they left.
right.
It's
Won
like,
a Super Bowl.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Won a Super Bowl.
Was it 1 or 2 seasons after moving to Baltimore?
I think it was like 4 seasons after.
That's fucking crazy, dude.
4 seasons after. Because I think they moved in '96 or something like that. Was it '96?
Was it?
I don't know. It was
Because
somewhere.
I think the new Browns kind of were born around 99, 2000, something like that.
Something like that. But I know it was like '96. Then, you know, they drafted Ray Lewis and all of them. And after
You
that,
remember?
2000, they ball.
You remember when Jacksonville and Cleveland or Carolina became like new
Relevant?
additions? Well, didn't Jacksonville have a good opening season?
Yes. Yes.
Was the first season with Bruno?
Well,
Was
okay.
he there since the start?
That first season, they went.
Because they had an expansion
They
draft.
They went 9-7.
Yeah.
Remember, they upset the Denver Broncos. The Denver Broncos was favored to win the Super Bowl in '96, dude. They upset them to go to the AFC Championship game with Mark Brunell was the QB.
I loved him, by the way.
Me too.
Dude was amazing.
They would. Hey, he was badass, dude.
Yep.
Lefty. He would look like a Steve Young, or a reincarnated. Well, not reincarnated, but just the second coming of a Steve Young. You know what I mean? Mark Brunell was nice, man, and they shocked the world with them. In Carolina, they went 12-4 their first year. You know what I mean? So both of them expansion teams came in and did well that season, and both of them made it to the championship games. You know what I mean?
You know who did not when they started as a brand new team?
Who?
Houston.
Oh,
I think just the past 2 seasons maybe, or
Houston-
the past season, like they started to slowly kind of
Houston-
turn things around.
Houston ain't been shit since Earl Campbell, man, and Warren Moon. You know what I'm saying? Even though they didn't play at the same time, I'm just saying their era was Warren Moon, and they came close in the '90s with Warren Moon. Warren Moon was balling. They had a squad. They should have beat Buffalo in that AFC game when they was leading at halftime, 35-3. And believe me,
They should have.
I was getting the business from the fellas, boy. 'Cause
What happened? What happened when they lost?
Oh, everybody was quiet as a church house mouse. Everybody was quiet as a church house mouse.
You're like, what were you saying?
When Christie made that field goal, it would be them 41-38.
Yep.
I was like, oh, yeah, what's up, everybody? Nobody had a word to say about me.
Yep. And you saw the way Warren Moon walked off the field. I was like, yeah, that's pretty much.
That was
that's
it. That
pretty
was
much
it. That
all
was it
Oilers
for
fans right now.
him. He never went again. He
Yeah.
never went that far again. You know, and they had to run and shoot. You know what I'm saying? They had to run and shoot. They was balling
Yeah.
with them sweet ass uniform.
That was a great game, by the way.
Yeah, it was.
Really was.
It was.
And that era Oilers were amazing too, by the way.
No, they was badass, and they went on ahead and drafted. We know they drafted George, and the rest is history. They would turn into the Titans, and they balled. They went
And
to the Super Bowl. They had their
remember,
Super Bowl run.
They went. I believe the year that they were supposed to leave, they played in Memphis,
Mm-hmm.
and fans were pissed off because they were like, "Well, you're not really staying in Memphis. So fuck you. We're not gonna come and
Yeah,
watch
because
your
they was
games.
using the Memphis Tigers field, the college. Yeah.
So their games had like empty stadiums.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because people were kind of like, I don't know if it's like a protest or anything, but they were just like, why the fuck are we gonna watch this team if they're not gonna stay here? Like,
Right.
we don't care about you.
Right.
So, yeah, I don't know. I've never been into the Titans. I'll say that right now. I fucking hate. Well, I don't hate them. I think they're just ass. I don't like them. I don't hate them. They're just ass.
Yeah. I mean, they ain't made no noise, since Eddie George been gone. You know what I mean? So it's like,
Holy fuck, that's a name, dude.
yeah, Eddie George been gone, man. He was everything for them, man.
Yeah.
And once he retired, that was it for them. They run was done. Now they can't even find decent players, dude. I mean, they had good coaching over there, and they still can't win. You know what I mean?
Let's since we're doing this like nostalgia trip, I want to take you
Mm-hmm.
through a nostalgia trip
Yes.
and take you through some of the Bills quarterbacks post Kelly, and you tell me
Oh my God, dude.
how how good these teams were.
Okay. Now I can only remember far as back as Joe Ferguson.
Oh, I'm saying post Kelly.
Oh, post. Oh, I'm tripping. All right.
But for
Not
his,
pre-Kelly,
for his
post-Kelly.
time, Joe Ferguson was okay in that level of AFC because or AFL, that was pure trash. Okay, but they were good before the merger because the AFL was literally
Mm-hmm.
nothing like the NFL, which was a
Nothing.
professional league. The AFL was like fucking truck drivers, garbage
Yeah,
men,
yeah,
like
yeah,
all
yeah.
these
They
people.
had
Hey, you
jobs.
want to play football?
Yeah, they had jobs.
And when it turned into like let's put them head to head, oh
Merged,
my
yeah.
god, the AFL was getting smoked every fucking time. Dude.
Yeah.
But okay, post Kelly.
Post Kelly, my bad. Yeah.
I believe the first one after Kelly was Doug Flutie.
Yeah.
Was it?
What-
No.
No. I
No.
want to say, wasn't it Rob Johnson?
No. I think after Kelly, didn't Reich take over for a little bit?
No.
Alex Van Pelt. I know he. Oh my god.
Yeah. What? Alex,
He was there for.
he was there for. He became an offensive coordinator. He was there for so fucking
Yeah,
long.
he was the third stringer forever.
Ever.
Yeah,
He never got on the
forever.
field.
Yeah.
The person after Kelly, man, that's a good question. 'Cause I'm thinking it was Rob Johnson, dude, out of SC.
No.
It wasn't him. I know they got Flutie. All that was tied into each other, though. But damn, okay, I'm stumped then because
Okay, I was right. It was Doug Flutie.
it was Flutie.
Yeah.
Okay, so they
Okay,
did,
so
but they
Flutie-
did draft Rob Johnson though.
Yeah, they did. And remember,
He was trash too.
Yeah.
Out of SC, dude.
He was. The thing with him though was, for me, I was like, okay, we found like this spark. We can keep kind of riding the momentum a little bit after Kelly. Like this team's not terrible. There is a decline,
They were competitive.
but it is still good. I mean,
Yeah.
Flutie was a bad fucking ass, dude. But
Yeah.
the problem was Ralph Wilson, when he made the push for Rob Johnson.
Mhm.
And Wade, as far as I remember, was like, no, like this is not our starter. And Ralph was like, no, you need to start him.
Right.
He needs to be the starter. This guy is going to be the face of the Buffalo Bills
And
franchise.
he was trash.
Yeah.
Oh my.
So they won all those playoff games with Flutie.
With Flutie.
And then here comes, let's throw in Rob now.
Yeah, because Flutie got hurt, and then he was able to play for the playoffs though. But they wanted to keep Rob in for the playoff, and Rob was terrible, dude.
He lost
Couldn't
the
read
game, dude.
defenses, fumble, you name it, interceptions. Just terrible. Athlete though, he was a good athlete, but terrible. Fucking terrible as a quarterback.
Yes. So, if the Bills had decided to keep Doug Flutie in that game, would they have won?
Yeah,
That's what everybody says.
yeah.
What's his name?
When they did that
Phillips?
Music City miracle and
yeah.
shit.
Wade Phillips also said that.
Yeah.
He was like, it was a huge mistake to let Rob start that game.
Yes, it was, dude, because the dude couldn't complete a pass. He couldn't go anywhere. He couldn't do shit.
Yeah. Yeah, and then all
And
the
I was
INTs
sitting there
threw.
mad, like, bro, why are they? striking his fuckhead. But
Did you think it was a forward pass?
nah, it was good.
Okay, after Rob Johnson was honestly he was one of my favorites for the time.
No way.
Drew Bledsoe.
Oh, okay.
I mean, in his prime.
My
he
bad. I
was
thought you
amazing.
said Rob Johnson.
No. In his prime, Drew Bledsoe was amazing.
Oh, Drew was
Early,
badass,
early years
dude.
in New England, he
I
was
remember when
great.
he was in college.
Mm.
Then when he went to New England, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I hated when they changed the uniforms.
So
by
he-
the way.
he-
But I hated with that little stars thing on that Patriot on us. I hated that look. I still hate that look. I like when they go back to the Patriot hiking the ball look with the red jerseys and shit. That's when he looks
yeah.
sweet. Yeah.
The all whites looked great. Too.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I remember Steve Grogan. I remember.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Steve Grogan and his Tony Eason, all them motherfuckers.
Yeah, Drew Bledsoe on the Bills.
Yeah,
Is still okay. Like, because he was coming off of the injury.
off the injury. Yeah,
So obviously he's going to regress a little bit, but he was still playing.
he was still money.
He was still playing good football. I think it was about the time he left the Bills and went to Dallas. That his
Oh no, he wasn't getting no time.
yeah.
But I think he got No, he didn't.
So what do you think of that Bills squad?
They were good. They were competitive with him.
Because I believe
They just didn't have no defense. Because remember, Bruce Smith and Cornelius Billy and all them left.
yeah,
they were gone.
the offense at this time was still pretty decent.
Yeah, the offense was still good.
Was it? When was? I'm trying because I'm remembering these names. Guys like Roscoe Paris, Lee Evans. There was a go-to for Drew Bledsoe on the Bills.
The wide receiver.
Forget his fucking name. Yeah, but he. That was a great fucking combo.
They had the tight end too. I want to see.
All right. Well,
Pete Metzler still there?
I don't know if he was there in. Bledsoe was starting quarterback from 2002 to 2004.
Yeah, 2 years. Yeah, 3 years or whatever.
3 years, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Post Drew Bledsoe. This is where it starts to go really downhill.
Oh my God.
This guy, in my opinion, is possibly the absolute fucking worst quarterback in the history of the Bills organization.
I know who you talking about.
Even worse than Joe Ferguson and Jack Kemp, all right? Even Jack Kemp.
Go.
All right, so
Go.
here's the name. You ready?
Yes, I already know who it is, but go ahead.
Well, I'll let you say it then.
No, go ahead.
And to think this motherfucker was there from 2005 to 2008. They let him play that fucking long, dude, as a starting quarterback. J.P. Loseman. J.P. Loserman.
And then they brought in Nate Peterson.
He wasn't, dude, he was ass, but he was not J.P. Losman bad,
was
dude.
terrible.
Oh my
You're like, how
god.
did this fucker make it to the league, dude?
Yep.
How did he not see these flaws?
Yep. And that was another fucking guy that when they drafted him, they were like, "This is it. This is the guy.
Yeah.
He's gonna turn this." My God, dude, that guy got got destroyed every fucking game, dude. Terrible, inaccurate, fumbler,
Terrible.
tripped on his own legs.
He looked like
fucking couldn't handle the ball. Like
he looked like the Giants quarterback. What the one they did just let go? What's his name? Daniel.
oh, I know who you're talking about, but he's
Number
not.
8.
He's still not as bad as Lossman though.
No, I know. I'm just saying he reminded me of him though. The way he fumble and falling over carpet and shit.
Honestly, I don't think I've ever seen a quarterback as bad as Lossman. I don't think I've ever seen one as bad as him.
Yeah.
Nathan Peterman's kind of close, but he's not that.
Dude.
At least Peterman threw touchdowns and
Six
could fucking-
interceptions in one half. What was it? 5.
Yeah, we'll get there.
That's fucking terrible.
We'll get there. So next, in 2009, we start to see a slight resurgence in Bills football, but not great because we can't get winning seasons. Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Journeyman. It's
Yeah.
perfect journeyman.
But he is good.
Perfect journeyman.
So I don't really have anything negative to say about him. He was
Nah. Fitz was good, man. He was cool. I mean, he was a journeyman. I mean, they got him to just feel just for a minute because they knew they wasn't going anywhere. They were a disaster. They were a doormat already.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They were a doormat.
We had our little.
New England was red hot, dude. Red hot.
Was it 2010 or I think it was 11, right? We had like 3 comeback games in a row, and one of them was New England. It's the first time we beat them in like forever.
Yeah.
We beat the Raiders that season. I do remember watching those games.
Yeah, they had some key wins, but but you already knew they wasn't going nowhere. They were
Yeah, for sure.
If you played them, you knew. If you lost to them, you knew you had an off day.
By the way, just honorable mention. Post JP Lossman was the introduction of, post Drew Bledsoe was the introduction of those fucking god awful, disgusting fucking Bills jerseys.
Yes.
The worst fucking jerseys I've ever seen.
Yes.
They look like a fucking regurgitated version of the fucking Broncos jerseys from the mid-90s. Oh my god, it was fucking disgusting. They are gross. They should never be seen again. And I hope when they ever do like retro jersey night or whatever, those are never fucking introduced.
Those are not covered.
Those are the most disgusting fucking football jerseys I've ever seen. Okay, after Fitzpatrick comes another fucking dumb, horrible fucking quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
E.J. Manuel.
I forgot about him.
Another quarterback.
I forgot about him.
Another quarterback that the
Out of Florida State.
The franchise was like, this is the guy.
Out of
No.
Florida State.
We fucked up and lied about Rob Johnson. We fucked up and lied about J.P. Lossman. No. This is the guy. Yeah, we swear.
Yeah, we nailed
this is
one.
the guy.
We nailed this one. He had a great year at Florida State. He was balling.
Now, how the fuck did this guy spend 2013 to 2016 as the Bills' starting quarterback? I'll never know. Ass.
Yeah.
Pure ass.
And you know what? I like him too. But yeah, dude, he didn't cut it at all.
So you're are one of those guys that is great in college, just doesn't transition well into pro.
Wow. You know who come to mind?
Who?
Ryan Leaf, man. Man.
But that motherfucker was good enough to beat the Bills, dude.
Well,
In his rookie season.
yeah. I mean, I could have lined up and beat the Bills, dude. I mean, they were terrible, man. They were.
I do remember all that. Do you think they ever regretted picking him up and not getting Peyton?
Of course.
Can you imagine?
Of
Okay.
course. I mean,
Imagine another world
Peyton
where
only-
Peyton got drafted by the
Well,
Chargers.
Peyton only won one Super Bowl with the Colts. As many good teams they had. You know what I mean? You know, he had Hall of Fame receivers. He got everything. Hall of Fame. Well, Dallas Clark is not a Hall of Famer, but he was badass as a tight end. You know what I'm saying? Like, they had offense. They had Edgerrin James, Hall of Famer, dude. Like, man, he had a squad around him, man, for a long time. Not saying that he didn't have nothing to do with it, because dude was badass himself. You know what I'm saying? I used to love his Caton calls. Like, when he had everything. He had he had defensive down pat. You know what I'm saying? You come to the line of scrimmage, you already knew he knew what was going on.
After EJ, decent quarterback. I thought he was good. Really good. Tyrod Taylor.
Another journeyman.
Yeah.
He could get you some wins. He was decent, very athletic, out of Virginia Tech. I liked him when he was at VTech. He looked like another Michael Vick in the making. You know what I'm saying? But that wasn't to be. You know, he just traveled. I mean, the Chargers. He had this. Everywhere he go, he win. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't bad. He just was never a locked-in starter. You know what I'm saying? He's a great backup, though. To this day, he's still cool.
Speaking of,
Can't believe he's playing this long, but
on the opposite side of that, someone who's not cool, Nathan
Peterman.
5INT Peterman.
Hey, that killed his career, dude. Even though the Raiders kept that fool forever, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. They kept him when what's his name was there? Chucky.
Yeah, John Gruden.
Was it like a personal relationship that those two
Probably
had?
so, dude. Because, you know, he would connect with these dudes with his Gruden time on ESPN. So he would always have his little show with them. You know what I'm saying? So they would read to him like Andrew Luck. You know, he would, and he just thought that Nate Peterson was really good, dude. And And when he got it, he found out himself that Nate Peterson written really good, dude.
And speaking of really good, current quarterback Josh Allen.
He's top tier, top shelf.
You think he's already? Do you think he has already
Super.
surpassed the likes of like Jim Kelly?
No,
If we're talking Bills,
no,
okay.
not yet, because he ain't done nothing yet. He ain't
Well,
done
that's
nothing.
true. That's true.
He ain't done nothing yet.
You're talking about
You
taking.
gotta
him.
get to the big dance.
Yeah.
I mean, the AFC
Yeah.
Championship shit is cool, but at least Kelly made it to the big dance 4 times in a row.
In a row.
In a row.
You know, going to one takes a lot of fucking work. Considering
it.
there are 32 teams in the entire league, only 2 make it, and they went 4 times in a row.
And we talk about health, everything,
Yeah.
dude. Like
And we're talking about early, late 80s, early 90s football. That's
when they could hit
night and day compared to
when
today.
they could hit you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
When
now
they
let's
could
go
hit you.
over some of the lesser known quarterbacks that were in there during these years.
Okay.
Alex Van Pelt, like we said,
Yeah,
you know,
he was
we'll
fun.
never know how good he could have been because he never played.
He never played. He just
Frank
sitting on
Reich.
the sideline with that clipboard.
Frank Reich,
Frank Wright,
he was a good quarterback.
decent backup.
Yeah.
Decent
Yeah.
backup. You know, an even better head coach.
I
to
mean,
me.
fuck, he showed out in that comeback game, dude.
Yeah, even better head coach. Yeah, because Kelly got hurt in that game.
Yeah. Here's one that I actually liked. My God, you're probably gonna be like, "What?" Todd Collins.
Collins wasn't bad.
I was a fanboy, dude.
He
95
wasn't-
to 97. I'll tell you, like, I fanboyed hard for this motherfucker, dude. I thought he was amazing when I saw him play. So I started fucking collecting his trading cards. I started I was into this guy.
Yeah, he wasn't that good.
And I remember when we had a chance to make the fucking playoffs, and we let the Steelers slide through over us.
Yes.
I still remember fucking getting so mad. I was a little kid at this time, dude. But I was running around, pacing around. I started ripping up all his shit, anything that had his name on it. I was like, "Fuck you! You fucking ruined it! You ruined everything!"
Yeah. That's how I used to be about the Dallas Cowboys and Danny White when I was a Cowboy fan early in my young Thai life. You know what I'm saying? When the Cowboys had Dorsett and the Doomsday defense.
Another one of my favorites that I think was hurt way too early in his career, and it kind of it destroyed everything about any possible growth. Trent Edwards.
Oh, yeah.
He showed a lot of promise at the start of his career,
Yeah, but
and that one fucking hit he took,
that was it.
that was it.
That was it.
Never played the
Yeah,
same
he
after
never-
that.
Yeah, yeah.
And that was sad.
I think he got scared. So that,
Yep.
you
Yep.
can't play this game scared, man.
Yep.
I mean,
Next one, another journeyman, Kyle Orton.
trash.
Hey, he beat the Packers, dude. And
True.
he beat good teams, dude.
Trash.
You want to talk about the Dodgers, man?
Tr-
This guy beat good teams on the Bills.
tr-
Yeah, sure, he's trash. He beat good teams. He beat
Trash.
He beat the Vikings. He beat the Packers, and we're talking Aaron Rodgers, Mike McCarthy Packers. Okay,
yeah, yeah.
going to the playoffs,
Yeah.
like Super Bowl
Super Bowl,
bound.
yeah.
Like Kyle Orton beat
Ugh.
these teams.
How? I don't know. Because I remember when he was with Chicago and he was fucking terrible.
Yeah, well, even on the Broncos, dude.
Yeah, he was terrible there too.
Matt Barkley.
Another SC quarterback, trash.
You know, we're talking about quarterbacks that are ass.
Yes.
How about a literal sense of the word ass? We talk about what was his name? John David Booty. His last name was Ass.
Yeah, yeah. He might as well wore a booty cap on his head.
He went to the Vikings, if I remember correctly. Or I think he was drafted there, but
Yeah.
never really made it anywhere.
Nah, not at all. He was. I knew he was in trouble when he was at SC, dude. Like SC quarterbacks never work out.
But
Carson
how-
Palmer was their best QB. To me, I mean,
are you talking about?
We're gonna see what dude is gonna be made of with the Bears here, but
No, I don't think. I think that's done. It's done. I think any potential that he had was kind of destroyed by that coaching staff. I don't think there's any
well, he
saving
got
him.
Detroit's coach now. Offensive coordinator now. So.
What is that? I don't know, dude. Like, I think a lot of the stuff that these guys carry with them, like
I get it.
it sticks with them.
They still,
And it's very hard for them to transition.
What they got
out
a
of it.
PTSD? Is that what they call it? Yeah.
I mean, shit. Me and my brother Caesar were just talking about this earlier today, where we were talking about, the transitions from staff to staff. Like, you had Allen, who was tailored by Dable around the type of player that he is, right?
Yes.
That's why it's so intelligent to take these guys and go, this is how they play. We need to work that offense around this type of play
Of course,
style.
I've always said that.
When Dorsey took over, what did he do to Allen? We're going to turn him into a pocket passer. Holy shit, did Allen regress? You know, like
he looked terrible. He
Yeah.
threw the most picks that.
and everyone's like, that doesn't look anything like the Josh Allen
No.
we used to. So this dude who came back in and after Dorsey got kicked out, back to that style. We're gonna let him be him.
Yes.
I think that was a big mistake with what they did with look at RG3. What did they do to him after he got hurt?
Still trying to put him out.
Pocket
there.
passer.
Yeah.
You're
Nope,
we're,
can't
we're-
do it.
Yeah.
That's not his style. He
Yeah.
wasn't like that at Baylor. He was nice, man. I don't know. He hurt.
So
his,
then-
he hurt his knee and that was the end of him, man. Like, I hated
That's
that
another.
for him.
I talked about Trent Edwards being a what if. RG3 is another what if.
Yes.
Because Jesus Christ, the potential that dude had.
He was nice, man. He was nice.
Yeah.
He was nice. Had that good rookie year, and
How about the two QBs on the Bills' current roster? Trubisky. Stop. I like him.
Trash.
Mike White. Trash. How ironic that this guy
Trash.
shows up on the team that tried to chop him in half.
These dudes had starting positions in the NFL, man. They look terrible. They
Trubisky
come
was,
to a winning team. They look terrible.
Trubisky is not bad.
He
Stop.
is. He
Stop. He's not that bad.
Is. He was terrible with the Steelers,
Yes.
and the Bills wouldn't got him back.
He was not terrible on the Bears.
He was terrible on the Bills.
No, he was not.
That's why
No,
they released his ass. He was fucking terrible. To me, he couldn't read defenses, man. The quarterback got to be able to read defenses, dude. I don't know why they don't call Peyton Manning up in the offseason, dude, and work with him, dude, because I don't know what these dudes be doing, but if I wanted to be a future Hall of Famer, I'm calling a Hall of Famer to work me out, dude, for real. You know what I mean? Because they're going to be honest with you, like, yeah, you got it or you don't got it.
That's true. That's true.
No,
yeah.
man. 'Cause I don't know what these dudes do, man. For real, man. I don't get it. They come back, especially a quarterback, any skill position player, whatever with them. Because, they going to be who they are. But quarterback? Bro, I'm getting with Hall of Fame quarterbacks. You know what I mean? You got the money. I mean, goddamn, dude. Don't you want to be better? And that's for all fucking sports, all pros, dude. Basketball, you're notorious for having trash ass players, dude. And all y'all say, NBA, all you do is say, oh, they need time to develop. No, they made the choice to want to be a pro. That means that they were fucking developed already, dude. I hate when they make excuses for these guys. They come in, they look bad. Next year, you don't see no growth. They still look the fucking same. Because all they doing is wearing jewelry, buying cars, tricking on these females, getting girls pregnant, and ain't got no fucking money. I mean, well, they got money, but they ain't got no game. You know what I'm saying? They come and play, and they come in and motherfuckers can't score. Can't shoot. Shooting percentage is terrible. But they want to walk out with Louis on and Gucci and all this shit, wearing dark shades at nighttime and shit, looking crazy as a motherfucker. Work on your game, dude. Call up a pro and see if he can help you. Kobe used to do it. Know who he used to work out with? Hakeem Olajuwon.
Oh shit.
To get his footwork together. Going back to football. Call up some of these Hall of Famers, man. They could probably use the money anyway. You know what I'm saying? Pay them $100,000, dude, and be like, hey, I ain't saying I can get like you, but you could get me just a percentage better. That'll make a big difference in me helping this team win. You know what I'm saying? Especially quarterbacks, dude. Because there's too many quarterbacks in this league that's trash. Garbage.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's like, dude, you didn't get better from last year? All the interceptions you threw? You know what I mean? Like, you don't know how to read defenses yet? That should be your number one thing, is learning how to read a fucking defense, dude. You know what I mean?
JP Osman.
Fucking terrible. Rob Johnson. You know? Yeah. Nate Peterman.
He read the defense already.
Oh, yeah, like, he just colorblind.
I'm gonna give you the ball.
Just colorblind, that's all.
Oh, that wasn't my
They
team.
just found out he needed glasses. Nate Peterman, don't come after me, man. You'll get your ass kicked, trust me. Ain't nobody scared of you.
What are you gonna do? Throw me the ball?
Yeah, he'd miss. If I wore soccer gloves, he couldn't hit a bull in the ass with an iron board in the barn.
Oh my god, dude.
Man, it's just fucking terrible, dude. I could just go on and eat people up all day, dude. But I don't want to be bashing fools like that. But they know who they are. You need to work on your fucking game, Lakers. Man.
All right, we don't have a lot of time, but
Okay.
let's talk about 90s QBs. Now, the AFC had two of the best at the time. Well, I mean, they had a shit.
They had.
ton,
I was
right?
gonna say the AFC had QBs. Man.
AFC East. I believe at this time the Colts were even in our fucking division. Like back in the day, they were. I forgot when they left, but Kelly Marino. Wasn't that something?
Kelly.
Wasn't that
Marino.
a gift to football fans every fucking
Yes,
time
dude.
they played?
I used to love Dan Marino.
Shootouts every time.
I mean, Kelly got the best of him all the time, but Dan Marino was something special, man.
Oh my god!
I used to, I almost, well, I did shed a tear when he popped his Achilles, dude. I was like, damn, that's the end of him right there. You know what I mean? And so, sure enough, he was never the same after that. But Dan
ironically
Marino,
enough,
man.
two of the biggest two of the biggest rival teams, and those two turned out to be like best friends.
No, they were homies. Yeah,
which is crazy.
Which is crazy.
I think Marino's the one who's always been at Kelly's cancer.
All the time. He come visit him in the hospital and everything, dude. All of that.
I love shit like that. That stuff's cool, man.
I mean, that's off the field shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's love. You know what I mean? Like, that's respect for your peers and everything, dude, and what person stand for. You know what I mean? You know, Kelly was a good dude. He helped out a lot of foundations too. These dudes are good dudes off the field, man. I mean, a lot of them are assholes. Don't get it twisted. I mean, a lot of these athletes, and they are terrible, dude, towards people. Fucking terrible. Cody Bellinger. But anyway, I don't want to get started on that fucking asshole. How he did that kid that time.
Oh, I'm not surprised. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, Cody Bellinger. I'm talking to you. You ain't gonna do shit either. You'll get fucked up too.
Warren Moon.
I met him in person. Super nice guy, man.
I think I'm just gonna be going over a lot of my favorite quarterbacks as a kid.
I met him in person. He's a super nice guy, man.
He was probably my number 2, right after Kelly. Quarterbacks I liked seeing when I was a kid.
Fun fact for you. I used to coach at Baldwin Hills, right? The Baldwin Hill Bruins. Guess who came out of there?
Oh shit, seriously?
Warren Moon.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Warren Moon, he used to play there. Yeah.
That's crazy.
When he was a kid, yeah.
Randall Cunningham?
Randall Cunningham. I love Randall, dude.
Dude was the shit.
That fool was a weapon.
Yep.
He was a fucking weapon, dude. People don't know about Randall. Randall was badass, dude. Had an arm, had legs.
Yes.
He was badass.
Watching him go, watching him take off. It's like,
oh man, when he was with the Eagles, oh man. I remember when he was a rookie, when he took over for Ron Jaworski, dude. He was badass out of UNLV. Of course, I know, man. People who made impacts in the league, I remember them, dude. You know what I mean? I remember them.
Did Rodney Pete ever make an impact?
Another SC quarterback, if you don't stop. These fucking SC quarterbacks. Rodney Pete was good. The only thing that happened to him, man, he went to the fucking Detroit Lions where dreams died, dude, at that time.
Did Barry Sanders ever deserve to be on that fucking team? Jesus Christ.
I
dude.
wish he would have went somewhere else, but you gotta love a man's loyalty. You know what I'm saying?
That's
But
true.
I wish they would have pushed him out the door. Like, you go be great, dude. You great. Go get a ring to be with your greatness, dude. Go.
Yeah,
We don't want to hold you up anymore.
If anyone deserves a ring, that's one of them.
Yeah, he
The
deserved
dude
it,
was
man.
amazing.
Yes, dude. I love Barry Sanders, man.
But Rodney P didn't.
SC quarterback. Do I need to say any fucking thing else?
Well, since you want to talk about SC quarterbacks,
Yeah. I'm a Bruin. I don't mind. I'm a Bruin. I'll talk about their raggedy ass.
oh,
I know my Bruins ain't did shit, so shut up in the comments.
you had Troy Aikman.
I know I'm
My
saying, but
UCLA.
as a college team, they ain't done shit.
Oh, okay.
But they had good. Oh, they get NFL players every year. That's why I don't understand how this fucking UCLA team don't win. Basketball, same thing. Turn out a gang of pros, but y'all don't win shit. How did that happen? Because if y'all ain't winning at this level, I'm not picking from y'all. I'm only picking champions. You know what I mean? Or people who play. But anyway, I'm glad they made it though.
Who? Joe's. What is his name? Joe Sanchez. Joe Sanchez.
Mark Sanchez?
Mark Sanchez, the one who ran into his teammate's ass.
Ran to the ass.
Great at USC.
Great at you. He wasn't a bad pro though. I mean, he took the Giants, the Jets to the AFC title game a couple of times, man.
Was he there when Rex Ryan was coaching them?
He was.
He's not a terrible coach. I
He's
not
love
a
Rex,
terrible-
dude. I love Rex, man.
yeah, his personality type.
I love Rex, dude. I love him. He's a straight shooter.
Now,
Everything.
the only thing I didn't appreciate was how he treated the Bills like children. When I don't know if you remember when these players, because when he was there, the Bills were like the most penalized team in the NFL. And every time that these players were accumulating penalties,
Yes.
he would make them wear red wristbands as like a punishment.
Yeah. I ain't mad at that.
It didn't do anything.
Well. I mean,
I was like,
and that's why they kept losing.
yeah, I was like, I want more accountability.
That's why they kept losing.
But he wasn't terrible.
No.
Um,
Matter
in
of fact, they should
fact,
bring him back. Shit.
probably as a coordinator, not as a head coach. That's how I would see it.
I'll bring him back as a head coach.
Are you serious?
He got the squad now.
Bring his brother
And
back
him
too?
and Rob. Yeah. Rob. Oh, could you imagine both of them coaching together? That'd be dope, dude. They both defensive specialists, dude. Like,
I think the Bills have fucked up
I
several
love
times.
that dad.
Oh, dude, Buddy Ryan was the shit.
Yeah, dude.
He was.
Buddy Ryan was badass.
Yep. A hard nosed, smash mouth type
Yeah,
of
he
personality.
came up with the 46 zone defense, dude. That's
Yep.
why Chicago Bears was like they still to this day their defense is compared to everybody's defense. Nobody can compare to them, dude, because of that 46 zone. And don't nobody run it anymore. I don't know why. Obviously, it was really very complicated for quarterbacks to read. I will bring that shit back and run that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because these new kids of today don't know about that back then. It'll be like brand new to them. You know what I mean? Like, damn, what defense do they run? They be like, man, they playing 46 zone. They be like, how do you beat it? It's like they got 30 players on the field. And combined with some nasty players too. You gotta have nasty players too, man. That want to go do damage. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So you're all for bringing Burfict back?
now he was just hard headed, dude. He didn't believe shit stink. You know what I'm saying?
He literally was trying to murder people.
He
Man.
didn't believe shit stink. Like, dude, I draw the limit on when you giving headshots and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, especially after the whistle or whatever. Like, bro, like, this dude got kids or, you know, whatever. I mean, first of all, I don't want nobody paralyzed, dude. That sucks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The game is supposed to be fun. It's a business, but it's supposed to be fun too. And, you know, you want everybody to get their numbers and get their money before it's over because, you know, NFL is short-lived. You know what I mean? So, while you got a motherfucker out here just on his own being a fucking terrorist, dude, like, he don't deserve to be in the league, dude, because you got two penalized. You might be a nice guy outside of that, though. But you are an asshole on the field, dude.
Didn't the Raiders bring him back?
Yes, but he could. He got it with them too.
Yeah, he also got in trouble in college too for all the
Like-
same shit.
Like, dude,
Like I think he was a
the
rape
days of
liability.
Lyle Alzado is gone, bro. Lyle Alzado was a fiery person like that.
Yeah.
You know.
So, yeah, he got brought back, I believe, and hasn't played since 2019.
Yeah, dude, he was done. He was done long before then. Like after he left Cincinnati, he was
I think
done.
he helped make the.
They got the rules. He got the rules changed because of his ass.
Well, he also kind of brought on that mindset that people have of like that's a thug team. Like he.
No, that started way before he even was.
You think so?
When he was running around his daddy's balls, the Raiders already had invented that, dog. Because all they did was got dudes straight out of the penitentiary.
I do
They
remember
come
that.
play ball, dude. Back when John Madden was coaching. Yes, dude. All them dudes were like outcast dudes. Like nobody wanted them. So he took all them crazy ass dudes and put them on the football field, and that's why the Raiders were like lethal.
How did they manage to keep that same energy to this day?
Because that's what they're known for,
lot of dirty
dude. That
players,
patch
lot
on the
of-
side of their helmet, that Raider, dude, that
Yeah.
Raider. And I'm pretty sure they got the old school Raiders who come in and say, "Hey, man,
Keep
you
it
know,
up.
if we ain't cheating, we ain't trying." You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, if we ain't cheating, we ain't trying. And we try out here, but on the real, you know, effort.
So why did they get rid of Perfect then? He would have been perfect then.
Well, I mean, because the rules have changed, and you know, eventually, you know, you paying him a lot of money, dude, to be on the field. See, a lot of this shit got to do with pay too now. You know what I mean? So motherfuckers ain't gonna be paying you to be suspended. You know what I mean? Even though you get no pay when you suspended, but the point is, motherfuckers ain't got time for that. You missing time, and we need you in this spot. You know, but my thing has always been and always will be with sports, man. As a coach, I used to always preach effort, dude. Effort doesn't have a skill, okay? For any kids that's listening, effort doesn't have a fucking skill, man. You give maximum effort, good things come out of it, okay? Like, it's never an excuse to take a play off. Ever. Never, ever. You know, just period. And I see it happen in the pros a lot. I see it especially in baseball. Going back to that shit. These motherfuckers don't run hard at first base, dude, on the ground ball. But yet we'll yell at the kids at school about, you know, at high school about not busting their ass. You know what I mean? And they looking at the pros not doing it. Motherfucker ground out the short and he's jogging to first base. You know what I mean? Instead of busting his ass. That shit irritates me, man. That shit irritates me.
With that, I believe our episode has come to an end today.
Oh, already?
Oh,
Just getting warmed up.
Holy shit, we talked about sports all episode today, which I think was pretty rad.
That was dope. People learning something out there.
Not Peterman.
No, there's no help.
Hell, yeah.
Certain people you can't help, man. You gotta just let them go.
Imagine being Peterman applying as like a coach for a little league team.
Hell no.
No, I know who you
can't
are.
coach Pee Wee. So get the hell out of here. We know who you are. Everybody know you got a 5 interception first half game. Go. Why are you even here? You got a kid here? We don't want your kid here either.
That's gonna go.
He's gonna be sorry just like you.
That's gonna go everywhere with him, man.
Yeah, of course, dude. Like, you're terrible. You got kids. Your kids are terrible. Get them out of here. They're non-athletic too. You know what I mean?
Try out for like the knitting class. Or
Yes. Go take them somewhere where it's not competitive. You know. You know, this is about being competitive, man. I'm a competitive dude. My drive is
Fuck,
crazy.
imagine being Peterman's kid at school the day after
Oh,
the Chargers
dude.
game. The day after the Chargers game.
That's not my father. You know, that ain't my daddy. You know how we do. Well, not we, but you know how dudes do when they. Hey, you remember Sandy? Like, yeah. Oh man, I remember Sandy. Man, she was good in that backseat. Well, I'm her son, and I think I'm your son. I don't know no Sandy. You know, the kids like, I don't know no Peterman. It's your last name Peterman. You know what I'm saying? They don't even want to claim me, but shit.
But you were wearing his jersey last week.
Yeah, my uncle gave me that. I threw it away.
Well, I want to thank everybody for listening to the show this week.
Appreciate it.
May 29th, 2025, episode 4. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
And thanks to everybody for listening. Thank you to our most gracious
You're welcome.
That's 3 phrases
her
now.
First 3 words.
You want to close it off?
Yes. Y'all know how I close this shit. Be good. And if you can't be good, be safe. And if you can't be safe, be careful. And if you can't be careful, fuck it. Name it after me. Be a friend. Tell a friend something nice. It might change their life. Bye-bye.
When you said, you said something about like, yeah, I know how I'm going to close this. I'm going to say, yeah, throw an interception. Okay.
Yeah. Pick 6.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a good one. Catch you on the next episode.
If you like this episode and want to hear more or to find out when the podcast drops new episodes, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for listening to the No Facts Podcast. We'll see you next time for another round of discussion that covers everything, and that's verified by nothing.